Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watchman is here with your latest update on the tropics. I'm going to start my stream a little bit earlier today, just because why not? If anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to ask the questions throughout the stream. We have quite a bit we're going to be talking about today regarding the tropics today, and talking about that area of investigation, the AOI in the East Pacific, which could possibly, does have the possibility of bringing impacts to Mexico. And if that does in fact occur, I will definitely be talking about that. Yes, I know my thumbnail is way out of, is really way out of, it's not, current, alright? But, excuse me for that. As you can see, I'm going to just whip out my Epic pen here and talk about what we got here. This is the ocean. This is basically from ocean.weather.gov. And I'm going to sort of be talking about a lot of stuff regarding, just kind of look at the atmosphere, talk about the high pressure, talk about low pressure and upper level areas of upper level low pressure, which is basically an area of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. And talk about, cold fronts and how we've had a few cold fronts come through. Cold front just came through Florida, and this cold front right here really dropped those air temperatures down into the, upper 40s a few days ago, which made it really cold. It was really, really nice, as you can see here, which currently that area of low pressure is located up here. Up in Canada, but its frontal boundary is right here, and it's brought cooler temperatures through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and probably brought some rain and some cooler temperatures down here to Florida. Right now, that cold front is approaching Havana, Cuba right now, and made it its way through the northern part of Bahamas. So, sort of what we've seen from this alone, from that cold front there. There's this other upper level low right here, 984 millibars. You can kind of see this is the frontal boundary right here, it's another cold front. Nothing super intense or super crazy here. We do have a few. I do want to just talk about the fact that there are a few waves here. There's a tropical wave right here, a tropical wave right here, and a tropical wave right here. These are the Cape Verde Islands right here, Cabo Verde Islands. Those tropical waves are very, very disorganized, and they're going to continue to move west, bring some squally weather to the Lesser Antilles and the Caribbean. This tropical wave right here is just going to continuing to bring squally conditions to the rest of Mexico as it continues to move west. Probably start to move south because there is some high pressure here. So it's going to start to probably actually move south and move around it, and then maybe move upward. This high pressure, all this high pressure right here is really what steers these low level, the low level area, low level, which is an area of low pressure at the low level, at the levels lower means closer to the surface. And so you have this area of high pressure, you have this high pressure, and then you have this high pressure, which is why none of the I can't speak today. I don't know why. Waves, tropical waves haven't come north like this. They haven't come north to develop or anything. This high pressure is really keeping them south. And maybe it'll try to move something like this more. But it really depends on if there's any high pressure over the southeast United States or over the southern part of the United States. If there is, it will continue to move west, and it may even dip southward and make landfall in parts of northern South America and bring some squally conditions there. But for right now, there is nothing super huge happening in terms of the tropics because La Nina developed very quickly and sort of brought a shock to the atmosphere over the North Atlantic, and the atmosphere has to stabilize and really get its act back together. That La Nina really gave it a shock, so not able to do that. Also kind of wanted to talk about the fact that this cold front could be bringing some gale force winds towards western Ireland. I don't know any cities, but here is the outline of Western Ireland right here. So parts of Western Ireland could be getting some gale force winds. So we're starting to see these strong winds kind of come around and blow in this direction and bring pretty cold and chilly winds to parts of Ireland. So that's what I think is going to happen there, and produce some heavy and some stormy conditions and some heavy rain and some much cooler temperatures to parts of Ireland. That's what I think is going to happen. And this is going to continue to move eastward through Ireland, Northern Ireland, parts of England. We got Scotland up in this region. We got Wales over here. And then we have Northern Ireland up here. And then we have England in this region right here. So that's what I'm going to be looking at with that right there. Right now, that's really what I'm looking at right now. Just some cool fronts right now. Nothing super crazy. Now, one thing I did want to talk about, when you have high pressure over the North Atlantic like this right here, because it's so strong and it's moving in a clockwise direction, kind of like this, and it's so big, it may actually pull in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico northward. And this sort of a setup can actually produce severe thunderstorms. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can actually produce some severe thunderstorms. So there's a possibility we may see some stormy weather in the central United States. Something I'm going to really watch out for and look out for. Y'all will have to watch out for it. I don't really do severe weather. I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't talk about it a lot. It's not something I understand very well, and I don't want to give false information to anybody. So I want to look at some stuff in the MDR and kind of show y'all what we're looking at here in the main development region. This is according to the, let's see here. That's 500. This is surface. This is wave period and the direction, so nothing super crazy. There's so many different products here. It's actually really fascinating. These are marine products. I actually don't know what this is. Okay. Anyway, gonna come back up here and take a look at some other stuff. These are water forecasts off the coast of off the east coast of the United States. I kind of want to see what this is here. This is just, talking about high pressure. Again, high pressure right here, high pressure right here. Probably going to sort of stir this and bring moisture in here. And same with this, bring in moisture here. So have a cold front come this way. You could have some severe thunderstorms in this region, I think, is a possibility of what we can be looking at. With that, I do want to talk about the main development region, just have an idea of what we're looking at here in terms of that. I don't know what everything means here. I'm just sort of looking, having an idea of what I really need to talk about, if anything super duper significant comes up. In terms of wave period, I mean, we do have a tropical wave, or well, an area, an upper level low here, right here off the coast of Africa right here. We have upper level lows in the high pressure up here. And then we do have an upper level low, which was that cold front, which kind of brought colder temperatures, something like this. And kind of brought cooler temperatures, and kind of brought in cooler temperatures like so, through the parts of the United States there, which was very, very, very nice. Nothing super crazy happening, nothing intense, nothing that impressive at all. If we take a look here, not really much to talk about in terms of the North Atlantic. The North Atlantic right now is relatively quiet. Nothing crazy happening right now. It's just what we're looking at right now. If I go over to the Pacific, I want South Pacific. Not South Pacific, I just want... this is pretty far off the coast. This is just giving me like California. I need much farther south, like Mexico south. I think you wanted me to do the other one. Here, let me go back to the other one. Let's scroll up. I don't really got a whole lot of time for this. Quite a lot of big waves coming from the north here. So the biggest thing I really want to talk about is that system off the coast of Mexico here. I'm going to click refresh here. So here it is. Again, it doesn't have a huge chance of development, but nevertheless, here is that system. It still has a 0% of tropical development in the next 48 hours. And this is what they're saying. An area of disturbed weather located a few hundred miles south of the coast of Guatemala and El Salvador is producing poorly organized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducted for gradual development of this system during the next several days, and a tropical depression could form late this week or this weekend, while the system moves west-northwestward to northwestward near or just off the coast of southern Mexico. In the next 48 hours right now, it says 0%. In the next 5 days, it has a 60% chance of tropical development. So, that's what we're looking at here. For that, and I do want to talk about the models of the system. So, you can kind of see that system developing right in this area. And right here, you can kind of see a cluster of thunderstorms. This is at hour 84. So this is within the next 3 days. It's very clustered. It does show it's tight and it's closed according to the central isobar. Not very tight at all. Very, very loose. And most of the models have been showing it's going to make it a farther northern turn. I don't know how accurate my arrow is, but we'll see. Oh, it's not accurate at all. Actually, landfall is actually very accurate. It does show it's going to stay much closer to the coast. Didn't do too good with that one. But as you can kind of see, it does stay much closer to the coast here. And even after it makes landfall, that moisture that it's going to produce, it looks like it's going to be pulled in this general direction. And so areas of West Texas, Oklahoma, I think this could be, going in a direction like this. And it could produce a lot of heavy rain over parts of Texas. I just kind of want to show you that. So you can kind of see what the remnants of it are. And you can actually see it does produce quite a lot of heavy rain in parts of Texas. So we're talking about Abilene area, which is actually right here. Dallas is up here. Houston's down here. Corpus Christi's over here. I need to make these arrows bigger. Dallas is right here. Abilene's up here. Corpus Christi's right here. Houston's right here. I'm just pointing where all the major cities are at. So those are where some of the major cities are at. Major cities. Austin's like right here. So this is going to produce a lot of heavy rain towards the Abilene region. Alright, so this looks like it could be mixing in with the cold front. And it looks like it's going to be mixing with the cold front. And we could be seeing a lot of heavy rain with this in central parts of Texas. And it does appear to be moving in a direction. The center is going to move this direction, but I think some of the heavy rain is going to move closer towards the Houston area. Something I really wanted to point out. So you can kind of see it gets absorbed into what looks to be like a cold front, and you can kind of see that upper level low, which does produce probably cooler temperatures. Alright, this is flipped. How do you flip this? Oh, this is bothering me. This is bothering me a lot. I can't handle this. How do you flip this? Oh my god, I can't handle this. Can you flip? I don't know how to flip an image. Oh my god, this is bothering me. I can't handle this. It needs to be flipped. I don't know how to... Tell me if you know how to flip an image, because I cannot do this. Or is it shift? Is it control or alt? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Someone knows how to flip an image. I'm just going to get right into this. So as you can kind of see a tropical wave right here. Again, moving in a... God, this is hard. Generally west direction like this. Another tropical wave right here, tropical wave right here. High pressure sitting over Mexico, high pressure sitting over the North Atlantic right here. You can kind of see this upper level low right here, which is connecting this cold front right here, which came through southern parts of the United States and brought relatively nice conditions. It's beautiful today. It's only about 80 degrees outside. Humidity is a little bit high, about 65%. But yesterday and the day before and late last weekend, I mean, we're seeing temperatures high of about 76, 75 degrees. It was beautiful. And so these cold fronts can produce incredibly beautiful weather. But yeah, these are going to produce quite a bit of squally conditions as they generally move in this direction through the Caribbean. But these are not expected to develop. But there's that tropical wave, this tropical wave, and then there's one just to the south and to the west of Puerto Rico. All right, I do want to look at the satellite imagery. North Atlantic. Perfect. So if I click on here, you can kind of see where there's this tropical wave right here. Tropical wave might be a tropical wave right here. Cloudiness and thunderstorms in that region. It's probably just going to move right across and into Mexico. Again, we are dealing with some high pressure, and again, this is just going to kind of move right into possibly into northern South America. But generally, there's going to be some squally conditions. You can kind of see that upper level low. Very hard to actually tell where the area of low pressure is. But here's that cold front. Extends all the way down here. Attached to this air, the upper level low right here. Right near Nova Scotia region. So it's going to produce a lot of much cooler temperatures. And just look at very, very beautiful conditions. No clouds across the majority of the entire southeast right here. We're talking Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, most of Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, southern parts of New York, Rhode Island, New Jersey. I mean, it's just completely clear. It just must be absolutely gorgeous throughout this entire part of the United States. Just incredibly beautiful in this entire portion of the United States. Just absolutely gorgeous. And then obviously Texas and Louisiana, we're just seeing beautiful days. It's starting to get a little cloudy because we're starting to get some that humidity's coming back. And unfortunately, it's not going to look so too nice forever. But that's what we're looking at right now. Just some cloudiness right now. So if you live here in the Lesser Antilles, be prepared to see some squally weather as this, I can speak, my gosh, as this tropical wave comes through the area. Look at the ECMWF. Hold up, look at the ECMW. Okay. Reanalysis on weather.us. Alright, I will. I'm going to go to weather.us. Look at the ECMWF ERA5. I have no idea. I've never heard of that. First of all, we want to change the parameters. We want to see, oh no, not significant weather at all. Not what we're looking for. It's the climate selection. Oh, okay. I can find the one I want. Sure, we'll take a look at precipitation for 1 hour. I mean, I need to look at air pressure. Just don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay, first thing I want to do free zoom. Not what I meant. My cat's over there just sleeping away like crazy. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, okay. First of all, it is. What am I looking for? You can look at weather charts from 1950. Wow, look at this storm. Obviously, that's Sam. I don't know why he said, "Oh, look at this storm." Hold up. I need to finish talking about this system here in the East Pacific because they need to take a look at the other systems we could also see in the West, possibly in the West Pacific. I've been looking at the GFS lately, and the West Pacific has been showing some stuff, but I mean, it just comes right off the coast of Mexico, right here, and producing quite some squally weather, heavy rain. Definitely be talking about rip currents. Huge is going to be big. Rip currents are going to be big. There, as you can see, makes landfall. Probably a Cat 3 hurricane here. 115, 120 miles per hour is what I'm thinking. We really got to watch out for that system also, and its potential to produce devastating rain. So something I really want to just sort of talk about, the system just develops right off the coast of the Philippines, makes landfall. But once it gets through the Philippines, it really develops. This is the West Pacific. So it's a relatively powerful system. And then there's a storm right behind it. It's developing and it's coming north, going west, and then comes north. And appears to dissipate prior to making well before making landfall there in the Philippines. Alright, we're going to go Indian Ocean, take a look and see if there's anything we need to look at or talk about there going on in the Indian Ocean. I also want to talk about anything developing in the South Pacific, South Atlantic, and South Indian Ocean because, again, we are starting to get into October, November, and December, and that's when we, Australia could get some cyclones. Mauritius and Reunion right down here, Madagascar, Ethiopia, Southern Africa, Fiji, the island of Fiji, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea. I mean, there's a lot of islands and lots of countries. Also, New Zealand. New Zealand never gets storms, but so we need to watch out for any kind of tropical systems. Like this system, where we see an L, that's an area of low pressure at the lower levels of the atmosphere. So, like, again, we are starting to see this system right here. Something we're going to have to watch out for, because, again, here's the equator. Obviously not a perfect line, but something like that. That's south of the equator, so that's in the South Indian Ocean. So that's something we're going to have to watch out for. And this is something we just have to watch out for. Once you get to October, November, and December, these storms in the South Indian Ocean, South Pacific Ocean, and South Atlantic not so much, mainly the South Pacific and the South Indian Ocean will become more common. South Atlantic, it is very rare to get a system, but it doesn't appear to develop into anything. Now, this storm right here, 1,002 millibars, that's something we need to watch out for. It does appear to be moving south and looked like it was coming this direction. Could be doing something like that. But if it takes a turn farther like this, it's really have to be something we're going to have to watch out for very closely and carefully. So that's something we have to watch out for. I want to take a look and make sure Australia is not going to be threatened by any tropical systems at all. Which I don't think it will be, but if it is, I want to just watch out and make sure that it isn't. Okay, I am missing something too. I need to take a look at Eastern Australia, because I see something off the coast, Southeast Pacific. Look at that, looks like a little system tries to develop there, 1,008 millibars. I don't know what these islands are out here, probably Fiji. Something out here, Fiji. I don't know my islands very well. I should, but I don't. Looks like something definitely tries to develop very disorganized. Really tries to get its organization once it gets past these islands here. Really can see that low-level center of circulation much better, but still looks very sheared and very ripped apart. There's high pressure here, so I'd probably try to come around this. would be my guess. I don't exactly know. Depends on where that high pressure goes. Falls apart very quickly. That's something we're gonna have to watch out for if that does develop. So, really watching all these systems. Actually, what is the hold on, let me go to Australian's weather forecast. The Bureau of Meteorology. It would be Queensland. Nothing, okay. Let me go to Bureau Home. I know they have a cyclone page. I'm not stupid. Cyclones. Okay, there's no current cyclones, but there's no, like, map legend. Okay. Just want to make sure and double check that there's nothing happening. I'm going to go to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center to make sure they're not saying anything. Because I saw that. You take me to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, fam. Oh my god. It's annoying. Nothing, but I do see that this area right here, it does seem to be very sheared from this direction. Which is why if the area of low pressure, let's say it's right here, it's being sheared. It is just being sheared like crazy. It's just being ripped apart. But if it is able to get its act together, that's something I'm going to look for. That is something I am noticing. It just develops like that. So we're going to have to be doing updates like every single day because there could possibly be a system there. But oftentimes by the time they get as far south as New Zealand, which is this country right down here, they don't usually develop into anything. They're usually very, very sheared. And don't develop into anything by that point. We might need to watch out for something in case it does develop. Let me go back and look at the other part of Australia, because that is something I really saw and was a little bit worried. Trying to give everyone their update, all around the world. It's not easy doing tropical updates globally, because there's weather happening all over the earth all the time. I mean, we got that slush storms happening everywhere all the time, it seems like. I really don't think we'll see anything super significant. Not really until we get into, I want to say January, December, late November into December of 2021. And then as we move into January of 2022. So, I mean, right now, just nothing really crazy happening. And last but not least, the South Atlantic Ocean, because, the system in the South Pacific is an extratropical. Okay, yeah, because I saw that, I'm like, I mean, for a minute, it looks like, it doesn't look horrible. It might be I don't think they do potential, I don't think they do subtropical storms in the South Pacific. I think that's only a North Atlantic thing. But, I mean, I'm like, that looks subtropical. But there's a possibility. Now, regardless of the development of that system, now it does look very extratropical. It is. And then, so I'm looking at the South Atlantic and I'm looking at the Mediterranean. Something I really want to watch out for and look for in case if something develops. I want to make sure I talk about it and I don't want to miss anything. Absolutely. I mean, we do get like little small swirls, but everything here, I mean, this is in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's extratropical. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that's in the low levels of the atmosphere in any at all, I don't think. And I want to take a look and see what we're looking at here for the Mediterranean Sea, which is this right here. Oh. Our low pressure develops right off the coast. It looks like to the south of, I almost said India, Italy. Doesn't look very well developed, but there's a small chance we could see a tropical storm And even if we don't, and even if it's a tropical wave or whatnot, it could still produce a lot of heavy rain in Italy. Oh my lord. This is an upper level low right here, I can tell. Wow. Wow. I'm excited to see what happens. Now that is pretty far out. I mean, we start to see something start developing, and that's in the 114 hours, so that's pretty far out. Don't know if that's going to happen. We'll have to watch closely. But wow, that is very, very fascinating. It's very, very rare to see anything happen in the Mediterranean Sea at all. Same with the South Atlantic. It's very rare to see any kind of tropical activity in the South Atlantic. I'm excited to see if that does develop, because again, if it does develop, I want to make sure I get that on. I want to get that on film. I'm not going to go to space and film it. I stream about it. And can you look at the Mediterranean system and weather US for satellite? Okay, yes, I will. Go to weather US. European model. Oh, okay, because the red dot, okay. Wait, hold up. Oops. Oh, satellite imagery. Blah, blah. Wait. Can you look at the Mediterranean system and weather US for satellite? I already talked about, but like. Okay, mate, that's way too zoomed in. I don't know what you're doing. Dude, what the f... Okay, whatever. That's fine. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Was on GFS model. Okay. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why I clicked on European model when it was a GFS model. Alright, so... And then change parameters. All... Oh, oops, not the one. I'm at simulated satellite images. Alright, I'm excited to see what this says. I am not the one I meant. Why did that happen? Oh, this. For 21st. Okay, that does not happen. Okay. Feels like this is taking forever. I just want to see what the system looks like. Can I play? Can I play? No. Doesn't look like that, I guess. Where's the system at? I'm not seeing anything. What hour was it at? Let me actually look that up. Would have been towards the middle, right? Yeah, it was at 120 hours. October 24th. Okay. Okay, we're October 23rd, so it's developing. This must be it developing right here near Tunis, and which I don't name that country. So. Okay, yeah, it's on October 24th. Wow. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, I assume just from the satellite imagery. Center circulation's right here. There could be some wind shear blowing in from this direction, which is causing it to be displaced and have all the majority of the convection be to the north and to the east of the storm. Still producing a lot of heavy rain. And it's not a bad looking storm. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Ooh, I can look at radar. This. Now this precipitation in a 1 hour period. This would be the average wind speed. But yeah, you can clearly tell this is a closed low. Here, let me talk about this right quick. Notice how the arrows go all the way around. That's how you know it's a closed low. If the arrows went up and then they went over and then they went back down, but it didn't make a closed low and it was something like this, then it come all the way around like this, then it would be an open low if it doesn't come all the way around. But because this is closed and it goes all the way around, it's a closed low. So this is definitely a closed low right here. Zoom in a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't do too much. But yeah, it's definitely a closed low, goes all the way around here. That's what we look for to see if it's a closed low. Winds are not high at all. At all. Like, I mean, we're saying 37 miles an hour. Or is it, yeah, miles per hour. This isn't miles per hour. 36. 38. So this is a low-end tropical storm. Very weak. So this would not be a flood threat. But it looks like it could have some onshore flow right here. Onshore flow. Onshore flow. This can cause much bigger waves. And so we could be dealing with some storm surge. Depends. And if this is strong enough, I mean, you may even see some onshore flow from the north. Comes in this direction, comes up here. So definitely some storm surge, definitely on the east side of Italy right here is a possibility. I don't know. So I need to go severe weather perimeters. All perimeters. Perimeters. I think this is what he wanted. I mean, to me, it doesn't even look like within. Usually, if it's a really well-developed and very well-organized system, you can usually see where the low-level center circulation is in radar. Now, a little bit, you have some coming this direction. You can kind of see it goes in this direction, and then you can kind of assume it goes in this direction. Now, according to the radar, it looks very, very loose, and you can kind of assume, okay, maybe the low-level center of circulation is here. Even if the low-level center of circulation is much farther to the west, any little difference will make a huge impact. And so, now, because it's up here, you may have a lot of heavy rain up here, but you'll also have onshore flow, which would mean not only would you be getting the wind, 38, maybe up to 40 miles an hour from the east, but you would also have a lot of heavy rain, which could cause street flooding. I think Italy's a very mountainous area, a mountainous country. So you would have a lot of heavy rain. You could have mudslides, landslides. This could be a really big problem for Italy if this does, in fact, come out to be. Could be dealing with lots of flooding, a tropical, some storm surge. Now, storm surge, it would be nothing like Ida. It wouldn't even be anything like what we saw with Nicholas. It might be low end, maybe as bad as trying to think of the name of the storm that we saw in 2019. It was a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm, and it made landfall in southern Texas. And I cannot think of the name of the storm, but it was a 40-mile-an-hour tropical storm, and I was going to say, it may be that bad in terms of storm surge. Maybe 2, maybe 3 foot storm surge. Maybe have 3 to 4 foot waves crashing on shore, but it would not be like 15, 20 feet. It would be nothing like that. But the biggest threat would definitely be flooding, in my opinion. And change the model on the top in the model image. Wait, what? Change model of what? This? This one? Oh! Oh, wow, you can really see the low-level center of circulation out here. Look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Usually, you can kind of see where rain wraps around the center of circulation. You can kind of see how that wraps around the center of circulation? That's what we look for. That's a lot better defined. It's a lot easier to identify it. Like, I mean, it could have been over here. I mean, it's really hard to find it if it's, like, very loose. It's very, very hard to find the center of circulation. But this time, the center of circulation is much more well-defined. Well, according to this is a completely different storm, and it looks like it's trying to gain an eye prior to landfall in Greece, because there's Athens right there. This would be Athens, Greece. Could be getting tropical storm force wind. Wait, no. Tropical storm force winds. Oh, jeez. This is max reflectivity, but literally, this would be bad. I mean, this could be a completely different storm. I don't know. Let me go back to the 24th. Because, I mean, I see it begins to develop and kind of see not only an eye wall, but, like, where you would have, you know, the strongest tropical storm force winds. And truthfully, according to this model right here, the Swiss MRF is well away from Italy. Here's Italy way over here. Here's all of Italy over here. Here's Africa down here. And here's Greece over here. Now, Greece could be dealing with a much stronger tropical system. It actually looks like it closes off the eye. And you can easily see there's the center circulation. You have strong tropical storm force winds. Like this looks like a 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm. Most likely isn't, and I'm not about to scare somebody. Oh, I can look at satellite. Okay, this is so cool. Okay, I'm so excited now. Okay, satellite, change perimeters. Simulated satellite images. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. Doesn't even look that good though. Okay, take a look at. Oh, dude, that sucks. Okay, that's fine. It actually doesn't look that good. I mean, it looked a lot better on radar. But yeah, you can kind of see. Yeah, let me go up one. But you can kind of see where that center of circulation is at, where we could have, see some of the strongest winds. I want to see wind gusts. I want to see the wind gusts. Holy sheesh. Look at these winds gusting to hurricane force. These are hurricane force wind gusts. Look at that, y'all. Look at this storm. Almost 80-mile-an-hour-per-hour wind gusts. I mean, you can really start to see these winds starting to pick up way before the storm even develops. Look at this 47-mile-per-hour wind gusts off the coast of northern Africa. off the coast of southern Italy, we're seeing up to 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That is incredible. Yeah, it lacks a lot of convection because of the low troposphere. You can really see it developing. Look at this. 69-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 78, 80. That's incredible. 74, you can really see the low level circulation right there. 72, 75, 83, 77, 88, almost 92-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That is incredible. If this model is correct, this could be a much stronger and a much bigger deal than what we were looking at before. But this is absolutely incredible. I gotta put Mediterranean in my my tags. 96. I swear if I see 100, I'm gonna freak. That is absolutely incredible. Kind of scary if I'm being honest. But look at this. 96-mile-an-hour wind gust. 96 miles per hour. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. That is just... Seriously, that is incredible. Now, I want to know what its average wind speed is. Wow, 66 miles per hour. That is strong. I mean, a 66-mile-per-hour tropical storm in the Mediterranean is actually not good. That is just scary. Look at this. This is incredible. Kind of scary, too. $64. 61, 59. Zoom in this more specific area. So you can really see we're starting to see 59. This will be 59-mile-an-hour wind gusts or winds. And so you'd have quite a bit of onshore flow from this direction. And you could be seeing some storm surge here. Storm surge, winds coming in this direction, this direction. So really, I mean, we could see storm surge. Here we will see some onshore flow on this island, or maybe this is a country, I don't know. $53, $50, 49 does start to as far as it goes. So I mean, this is a relatively, very, very fascinating, but storm, we're definitely have to keep our eye out if we do see, a 66-mile-an-hour tropical storm on our hands here. Just kind of scary if you think about it. These are winds at 330 feet. So buildings at this altitude, we could be seeing hurricane force wind gusts of over 70, 72. Right there, you can see 72 miles an hour. So this could be pretty bad if we're starting to see, the air pressure, 997 millibars. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is kind of scary. 997, 998, 997, 998, 999, 1,000. 1,000, 997, 997. 997 seems to be the lowest air pressure that they're actually finding. That is 997. That's pretty incredible. In terms of significant weather, this sort of shows us what we're looking at. So, pink would be thunderstorms, light and moderate. Dark pink would be thunderstorms, severe. So, they would see some, according to this, they would not see severe thunderstorms. In terms of winter weather is not anything. But they would definitely see some very heavy rain. I shouldn't say heavy, very heavy. But heavy rain, generally speaking, heavy rain. Zoom out a tad bit. So again, I'm not seeing anything like overly crazy. Not seeing anything in the super dark pinks. And then I'm going to look at a few other models also. There it is. We do have severe thunderstorms right in these right down here. So, I mean, the possibility of severe thunderstorms cannot be ruled out right now from almost a tropical storm. From the potential of this storm developing. If this thing does in fact develop, I do want to keep y'all most certainly updated with this system. I'm going to take a look at the European model to see what they're saying about this system. I do want to change the perimeters. I have an idea of what they're looking at with the wind gusting to, because the winds could be pretty strong and could actually be kind of bad. And I'm going to go north a little bit. Okay, here we go. They're not showing anything with the system at all so far. European model has not been very accurate at all. It's really been, I think the GFS has been the lead player in predicting systems this year. And, I mean, so if anything, I would trust the GFS over any other model right now. So that system is something we'll definitely have to watch for. If this does, in case, become something we need to watch out for. Now, if I look at, so you can definitely see here, we're certainly seeing tropical storm force winds. I mean, even pretty far up north. I mean, up here, we are seeing much stronger winds here. Look at this. There's 35, 40, 45. We're seeing up to 60 mile per hour sustained winds at the surface. Oh, does the air came out on this show? I know, I just have to get to it. Here, I know it's around the August 28th. Alright, so it should pop up any second. Where is it at? Is it over here? Oh, is this it? Oh, I see it. Never mind. Wow. Wow. Is that the storm? There's no way that's the storm. There's no freaking way. If I go in the future, all of a sudden, boom, there it is. It just develops out of nowhere almost. At what day does it show it develop? Here, let me go here. This will give me a better idea of when it develops. Oh, it does. Right there. Boom! 1,005 millibars. And then it's dead. I think. I gotta look at these storms. Holy crap, this must be some severe weather. My god, look at that. I don't know my countries very well. But I do know this is France. Somewhere over here is Germany. I just need to look and see. Wow, so it does in fact develop right there. Wow, that's incredible. That really is incredible. I'm really, hyped to see what they say and actually generally what are they going to show. Are they actually going to show the storm developing? But honestly, I mean, I'm being real with y'all. I'm excited. Alright, I'm excited to see what the storm says. That's probably gonna be it. That's gonna be it for today, guys. I'm gonna end the stream off of there. And I'm gonna look at icon first. I do need to get over to my grandma's today because my grandma said she needs help with something. But I'm gonna look at weather.us. Gotta go all the way back to that position. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go back. Go back. There we go. And I'm gonna look at an icon and see what they're showing. I mean, multiple models are showing that this storm is going to develop. The chances of this storm actually developing, pretty good. Oh. see where it's at. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see where this thing is at. Not really seeing anything developing. Well, guys, I need to end this up here. I have to actually go, unfortunately, but this has been your latest update on the tropics. I will keep y'all up to date with all the tropical systems around the world, keeping y'all up to date with definitely that system off the coast of Guatemala and Honduras. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later. That storm in the Mediterranean Sea. Now, really, right now, that storm in the Mediterranean Sea, we're going to have to watch that more carefully in the coming days. I mean, that's not really until the end of October and something we'll have to really closely monitor. And I will talk to you guys then. I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta go. I'm supposed to be at my grandma's at like 1:30, but, you know, I'm a little late, so I don't want to keep this on forever. I will talk to you guys tomorrow at I'm not gonna do. I might do another stream tonight. I don't actually know. Anyway, guys, that's it for today, guys. Wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and peace out.